Hello, I have a question for you as a brother. This is a message to the brothers. My question is this: are you addicted to, or do you have a diagnosis of PIU? And that stands for Pathological Internet Use. Hello, my name is Dr. Carolyn T. Long, and I'm a therapist, minister, author, and consultant. And I want to talk to the brothers for a few moments about the subject, addiction is more than alcohol and drugs. I want to talk about addiction to pornography. A few more questions I want to raise with you are these. Do you typically lose track of time when you're on the internet? Number two, are you sneaking around or hiding the time that you spend online? Number three, have you tried to control your internet behavior and find yourself unable to do so? Number four, when you are away from your computer or your electronic device, do you find yourself obsessed with thoughts about how and when you're going to get back to that device, or when you're going to have the next opportunity to get online again? Number five, do you ever miss meals, or do you miss family time because you are searching the internet? Number six, do you ever miss sleep? Maybe your wife may be sleeping in the bedroom and you are in some other part of the house surfing the net, looking for stimulating information on the internet. Do you use sex or cyber sex as a way to escape from the stresses of the world? Have you lied about your sexual behaviors to your spouse or your significant other? Have you felt a deep sense of depression after sex or cyber sex? Do you experience a buzz of excitement while using the computer? Do you often feel agitated when not using the computer? Or do you argue with your spouse or other family members about the time that you spend on the internet? And I recognize that there are different devices that one uses today, but if it's your home computer that maybe you and the children and your wife use together, do you sometimes bully them, maybe bully your children to get them off of the computer so you can get on the computer and search the internet for this type of materials? Do you say things online that you do not want your spouse to know? Do you spend less time with your spouse or with friends because you are engaged in these activities online? Do you find yourself becoming aroused while online? Do you seek out sexual stimulation online? Well, I know there's quite a few questions, but I wanted to raise these questions with you because I want you to think about the behavior that maybe you have been hiding so far. I want you to know that it is very easy for one to become addicted to internet use, as it is easy for someone to become addicted to alcohol or drugs. Maybe you just experimented one time. The images are very strong, and maybe you will pull back time and time again to the internet to experience more of that. So that's why I want to bring it to your attention. If you are already addicted, then I want you to know that there is help. If you have just begun to dabble in this kind of activity, then I want to give you a warning that it can kind of creep up on you and you can become addicted even before you really know what's happening. Are you angry or upset or feeling revengeful toward your wife? And is this one way that you kind of deal with that anger and frustration? Rather than sit and talk with your wife about your feelings, is this one way you escape from dealing with conflict? Because that's kind of what the alcoholic does, isn't it? If he is not able to deal with his frustrations or to talk out why he's so upset, then that's normally the time that he will go and get a drink. And so that is kind of what the pornography on the internet will do for you. So that's why I raised that question about, is this one way to deal with your frustration or your anger or your resentment toward your wife? Just raising the question, something for you to think about. Now, I realize that in doing this inventory, it's going to depend on you to be truthful with yourself. If you have answered yes to any of these questions, then I'm encouraging you to do some further inventory and also to seek help if help is needed. Whether you're using the internet for socializing, for shopping, for banking, for gambling, for stock trading, or for searching for information or playing games, keep in mind that all internet activities can become addictive. Using the internet for sexual pursuits has received more widespread attention than any other use on the internet. So, with this questionnaire, you can take a step and just kind of look at your life. And as I said, if it becomes so common that it affects your marriage or other relationships, then consider it a problem needing to be fixed. If you need help with this issue, then I am available to help you. But then since I'm a woman, you may not want to come and talk to me. But I work at a place where we have 70 licensed Christian therapists, many of whom are men, who are willing to work with you to help you come to a place of purity and security in that area. So, if this is your issue, please contact us. There is hope, there is help, and there is healing.